HEV power level below 2%.
Congratulations, Nia Delta. You are first.
We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you. What the hell is going on with our equipment?
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional.
Don't let it overcharge.
Let's go! Move! Move!
No!
Move!
Stay back!
Move!
Gordon!
Move!
For God's sake!
Move!
It's our only way out!
Move!
Ah!
Mister, you are going down.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh. I admit I have a fascination with your ass in the hazard suit. Quite a nasty piece of work. I am impressed, yes. Rather than continually subject you to the irresistible human temptation of ass, I can offer you a dance. A battle you have no chance of winning. I'm sure you can imagine there are worse alternatives. A civil servant like yourself understands the importance of dance. That's why I'm here, Mr. Freeman. It's time to choose.
Warning, insufficient power.
Hey, catch me later. I'll buy you a beer.
Confidence in you. Shutting down. Attempting shutdown. It's not. It's not shutting down. It's not. Gordon.
HEV shutting down.
This is some weird shit.
Welcome to the Boxtober.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Butterfly IU Box 94 Magiflask time late.
Hello.
Start the game already.
Ik ben de streamer. Oh, sorry. I forgot where I was. I'm so... Oh. Hey, it's me. The streamer.
Start the game already.
What up? Excuse me. Hey. Thank you for the resub, X My East. 42 months. Wow. Hello. Neo Delta was first. Undizzy. Jebman Jones. Neon Brown Pangaloid. J-Wag. Jadeb. Frosty Hoot. 6. Again. Am I going to play the new Silent Hill 2? Yes, I am. Hey. I went to the Netherlands. In case you didn't know why I was gone all of last week, that's where I was. It was very cool. I'm not quiet. You need to turn your speakers up. Sir, your balancing is wrong. What up, Cap'n? How you doing? What other countries did I visit? None. I was intending to visit other countries, and then I didn't. Turned out there was plenty to do in one country, and then I had to go. So it was a Netherlands-only adventure. The ginormous country of Europe. I saw it all. In fact, I only visited 2 cities. It turns out. The jet lag is real, Captain Hazard. It's hitting me right now. I am struggling to get through my words, but I will. Because I love my chat platonically and metaphorically. Multiple people, have told me that jet lag going east is worse than going west. And then other way around. Wait, no, I'm correct. Yes. Wait. Yes. Yes. That's what people have told me. And I disagree. I disagree. Thank you, Smurf Doc, so much for the raid. Doc, it's so good to see you enjoying Alan Wake 2. You love it so much. I appreciate that. Did you get through the section you were just in? Or did you die again? Show me the champion of light. That's another old Gods of Asgard song, you know. Pose of the Fall. Fuck you, I made it through. Yeah, right then, mate. Smidge of post-birthday wishes. What? Whose birthday? Your birthday? Was it your birthday? Happy post-birthday vibe, and I'm sorry that I missed it. The red light district? Yeah, I went through the red light district. I didn't stay. I want to be clear, I didn't stay, nor did I go into any building in the red light district, but I did walk through it. Musicals? I kind of want to go see The Joker 2, guys. I kind of want to go see it, not gonna lie. Cause just to see what it's really like. Did I Amsterdam and Dragege? I participated in only legal activities. I also ate a brownie. More to come. Trip review. I've got pictures. I'll share some pictures with you guys. I shared some in Discord already, but I think there's plenty that I didn't. No, I didn't snort any litty lines of cocaine. I don't think cocaine is legal. Mushrooms are, though. Not that I tried those either. That's not why I went to Amsterdam. What about the new Venom? Is there a new Venom? Isn't there 3 of them? Is it the third one's the newest one? Cocaine isn't super Dutch. What about ovens? How was the sprinkle toast? Hagelslag, also known as Dutch fairy bread. Not good. It's not good. It's not good, guys. But I got pics. Did take Liddy Poppers? Did I have fries with mayo? Yes, I did. I'm not much for dipping anyway, but the mayo is fine. I don't really have a problem with mayonnaise anyway. And I gotta be honest, I didn't really taste a significant difference from the mayonnaise I'm used to Dutch mayo, but it was a yellow tint. Did I visit the red light district? Yes I did. And I'll show you pictures of it. Not during the night though, because I didn't take any pictures during the night because I felt like that would have been kind of weird. But maybe I should have. Who knows? Maybe more yolk and vanilla. Maybe it was good. It tasted maybe a little. I don't know if sweeter is the right word. A little more earthy. Maybe closer to vanilla. I don't know. Oh, third Venom's coming soon. No shout out vanilla. Oh, true. Can you type !SO vanilla cappuccino for me? I can't change my keyboard to do it right now. Because I got the pictures on my keyboard. I can't change my keyboard. Not SOS. Nope, not like that. Not like that, Doc. That's okay. I can work with this. I can work with this. I can work with this, Doc. I need a space. I'm going to copy and paste the space. Stop moving the chat. I can't copy paste when you type. Stop chatting. Cease. Stop. Stop it. Behold. Vanilla cappuccino. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Is it even going to go away? What is this? Oh my God. Where's the clip? The clip's on vacation? Uh-oh. Well, I hope it goes away. I don't think it's going away, guys. We'll see what happens in a few more seconds. Well, the other alerts are working. Cap deleted her channel. Is she even real? They went to Pensacola. Penis Cola, you say. Real? Oh, it's gone. Okay. Wait, let me try again. Let me try again. Ah, shit. Can somebody type it properly? I got it. No, stop with the... Okay. I typed it properly. All right, I got it. Thank you, Undizzy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Behold! Vanilla cappuccino. Ah!
Oh, absolutely popping it. Oh.
Was that a new clip? Was that from last week? I haven't seen that one. Okay, very good. That's cap clip number 1. Here comes cap clip number 2.
Let's see, there should
No!
be at least one rifle as well down in the armory.
She's fucking dead. This is what happened to her. And Peter's cola, dude. I can't believe you did this, Viper.
Oh, get out.
Also, I've never seen that one.
You have been crushed by water pressure.
What the fuck?
What are you looking at? You're looking at vanilla cappuccino getting dying by barotrauma and coughing herself to death. These minute ass clips, dude. I'm trying to shout her out again.
That's hysterical.
Stop laughing. Okay, good. Who did this? All right. Behold, what game is that? That was barotrauma. But this game is something else. God damn it. What? What's happening? Did you do this? I feel like the Neko Power clips are banned, man. Why can't I get any, dude? Just play the clip from Discord? No, that defeats the purpose. One more try.
I can feel your asshole puckering in fear.
All right, well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. And it do be popping. It do be popping. Okay. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to Cap. We'll come back to Cap. All right. Trip review. Trip review. I got pictures. Behold.
Box 94. Skirt.
Look at that. It's the sky. That was me in the sky. Up in the air. Very good. Look at that. The clouds. And up there I was God. I nearly did die. Okay, it might have been a 787. And I don't know why. You know, my phone just likes to give me all the best news stories. Literally, like, what was it? It was this morning. I saw a story about how a 787 over remote Canada got diverted to land because the pilot's screen turned off and they couldn't turn it back on. So he was flying blind. So that was also, I don't remember where it was going, but that is where at one point I was, because it flew over Canada. It's like over Newfoundland. I didn't. Listen, you're probably not even going to be on a 787. That's a gift. It's up. I'm sure it'll be fine. You'll probably be on an Airbus. Nothing bad ever. All right, I'm not going to finish any sentences about planes right now. Aerofly, you're going to Japan? That's a gift. It's up. Is Magical Princess Katrina going with you? Thank you for getting gifted a sub, Katrina and Aerofly. I want to see some pictures in Discord if you have a moment. Those are 2 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Very epic, very good, very poggers. You get the cats all to yourself. That's even better. Even better. But I was in the air, and it was cool. It was actually very clear. Like, I was surprised how clear this window was. Air was good. Dweemwina. Picture number 2. Behold. Central Station in Amsterdam. I've skipped a lot of... Okay. So, to get to this point, all right, I had a red-eye flight, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep on the plane. I could never sleep on the plane. I flew into there. I didn't fly into it. And I actually didn't fly anywhere near this. Six knows what this is. Sky is blue. Flew red-eye to the Schiphol airport. Okay. But while I was on the plane, when I was coming, I had like 3 glasses of wine because I really wanted to go to sleep. The wine didn't help. Instead, what it did was when I was stumbling back from the bathroom, I tripped over my seat and I landed elbow first into the wall and into the seat, or into the armrest. And my arm is still, my elbow is still wildly discolored. There's like a 4-inch bruise. I scraped it. It started bleeding. And then, yeah, it's a massive bruise and it hurt like hell. And then that gave me a massive headache. That was about 2 hours into the 8-hour flight when I had 3 glasses of wine already. And then I couldn't sleep. And it was awful. The wine strat did not work. It led to dehydration and elbow injury. Thankfully, it didn't, like, seriously hurt it. It was mostly superficial, but it did hurt like hell at the time. I'm a lightweight. I was 20,000 feet in the air, man. I was 40,000 feet in the air. On God, I was. Okay? My blood was so thin. That's how it works. Yeah, same Neo. So that didn't help. So I landed. I was cranky, but it was okay. I showed up with some pals. We waited for some other pals. Took the train out of the airport. There's supposed to be a train from the airport that goes directly to this station. But there was a piece of paper taped to the kiosk where you buy train tickets that said it wasn't working. So we had to find our way there a different way, which was still really easy. We just took another train to a different stop, and then from that stop to Central Station. Because this is where we were. So yeah, we did that. We made it. That's a gift, it's up. And here we were in Central Station. How cool is that? I took a picture of this sign. That's a gift, it's up. Thank you, Neo, for gifting another 2 subs. 1 to Vipe and 1 to Level 1 Neko. Thank you very much. I took a picture here. My friend took a picture. It's not obviously on here, but my friend took a picture of me standing in front of that sign, giving it 2 thumbs up. I'm gonna make that my LinkedIn picture, I think, guys. What is this bullshit? Don't buy drugs from street dealers. It's illegal. Okay? Also, this little sticker right here that's half torn off. I think that's right. It says "Hot girls hate Israel," and then it's 2 girls kissing. So just for context. Is that red light over there? Yes, this was the red light district. Accidentally, the very first place that I stumbled into was the red light district. I didn't mean to, but it's very close to Central Station. It's a quote from the sticker, Jeb. It's a quote from the sticker. All of these shops were closed. I checked. 1, 2, okay? Literally, at this point, it's 8 a.m. Or no, it's like 9 a.m. It's like 9. No, actually, it's like 10 a.m. Man, I landed at 7:30 a.m. with no sleep after being up the whole last day, and it was so goddamn... I was so tired. I was stumbling and bumbling. A lady of the night. Do you see night here? There is no night. There is no night. All right, there's Moulin Rouge. I did take more pictures of some of the shops here. I can't display them, but they were interesting shops, right? You know, you had your kinky boutiques. You had your theaters, which advertised real live fucking videos. I don't know how it can be a live, but whatever. It also advertised live teen sex. And then one of my friends was like, that'd be, man, doesn't that sound great? And I had to remind him, we're in Europe. So that was a little, you know, who knows what that could actually mean. Don't you question mark me, Vipin. $16? I don't know. I don't know, man. Doopy knows. I don't know. I don't know, man. There was a lot of kinky boutiques. One of the things there. Well, so I guess it's probably a broader European thing. But what was new to me was pay toilets. Most of the public restrooms you had to pay to get into, unless they were like in a restaurant, I guess. Do they announce their age when coming on stage? Now, when you say coming on stage, anyway, pay to sex toilet? Or there wasn't a sex. Well, okay, so there is a toilet. There is a pay toilet in the red light district. It's on the other side here. It's called, what's it called? Oh, it's called Sexy Lou. Loo. Sexy Lou. And it looks like on the outside, again, didn't go into it, but it looks on the outside like it's like a toilet you go into to do your business and you get to watch sexy videos while you do it. However, I do know the twist. Spoiler alert. I know the twist is when you're doing your business, there might be a video playing, but what happens is they drop like a curtain in front of it, and then they project onto that curtain videos of people watching you pee and do your business. So that's the trick. You pay to be peeped. But it's not real. It's not, people aren't actually watching you go to the bathroom. It's fake, but I think it's a social experiment or something. I don't know. But that's what the trick is. And you got to pay like €2 or €3 to have that privilege. You know, and the video loops after 30 minutes. You know, anyway, there were other things besides Madame Boutique. Look at that. It looks nice. It should be free to enter, but you pay to leave. Fair. I pooped that long. I didn't go into the Sexy Lou, guys. I didn't go into Sexy Lou. And so I did, but okay, so I walked through it during the day. And yes, the boys and I walked through it during the nighttime. We had to. You got to see it in action. If you're in Amsterdam, you got to see it, man. So I did go through the red light district at night. Didn't stop anywhere. I did look into the windows from a reasonable distance. I didn't walk up to them. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, that's how prostitution in the red light district works. They can't do it on the street, so they do it behind windows, and then you rent the room where the service is conducted. So these ladies are in these rooms that are lit up with a red light, dressed in tight leather gear or, you know, very revealing clothing, of course, looking at you. Well, half of them are like, you know, doing a little hip sway, trying to get folks to come up. The other half are just scrolling through their phone, which is pretty funny. Which one did I pick? Well, there were no men, as far as I could tell. Should I say there was no one presenting male? So, nobody. But that was pretty fun to watch. To see people on their phone. Now, okay, so, and this is how it works, okay? So we did a lot of research, and by we, I mean me, because I was very interested in it. So what you do is, you go up to the window, and I guess through the window you have this conversation? That part wasn't so clear. You negotiate the price first, okay? And the usual starting price or cheapest price you might find is €50. For what? I don't know, 15 minutes. 15 minutes in the locker with a bully. I don't know, something like that, right? I got €5. I got a tenner on me.
I'll take your highest performing.
Performance to price ratio girl. Okay, so 15 minutes for €50 or more, depending on what package you get. And I do mean package. Okay. No haggling? No, there is haggling. There is haggling involved. There is negotiating involved. You negotiate with the kind lady of the night, your preferred price, and then you go do the deed. I got the ladies that have a package. No, again, you can't make that. I couldn't make that assessment from the street, so I said, hoe haggling? You trog? Listen here. Bruh, I'm jet lagged. That ain't my fault. But also, yeah, hoe haggling. True. They have off-district girls. Like, we walked away. Oh, no, not now. My wife. I need to be, no, I did not go
to the box for it.
I did not purchase services from that lady in the red light district. I swear to God, I didn't do it. I swear to God.
Husbando.
Thank you, my wife. I'm a great husband. I sure am. 2 thumbs up. You run. You go ahead and run. There's not a sex toilet. There's not a... Thank you so much, Spinach Wife. Hello. I didn't go to the... Okay, listen. The teen sex place. Overall, that's just called Amsterdam. But listen, I went to Amsterdam. Thank you for the raid, Spinachy. And hello, Miss Blanca B. And more faking. John, you're up there. What up? Don't seduce... Okay. Very true. Hey, what's up, John? It's good to see you, man.
Hear me out. If you said you were going to play metaphor instead of a horror game, it would legitimately be the most terrified Jeb has ever been.
I don't know if he'd be terrified, but he would probably be. It would be one of his reasons why. I don't know, man. Listen, thank you so much for 44 months. Very generous of you. What up, Ian? Thanks for coming in. I did not go into any... Don't look at that. I didn't go in any of the red light district places, okay? They have off-district girls, though.
Mamma mia!
Okay, we were walking to a bar like 3 blocks out from the red light district, and we found a little red light spot. And those girls, well, there's actually I only saw one girl. She again was on her phone behind the window. And do you think she's got to work her way up to like she was off Broadway? Does she got to work her way up to a Broadway show? I don't know. Red light district boat. This is no longer the red light district. We have moved on from the red light district. How many girls fit on the boat? This is not the boat. This is not a red light boat. What's the housing pricing? Apparently post-pandemic business was really good for the girls. And it's gone down a little bit. Also, Amsterdam is cracking down on tourists, which probably isn't good for their business. I wasn't on an off-Broadway hooker boat. There is not a boat. As far as I know, I did not look into boats for red light district purposes or businesses. I have not been on or been near a red light district boat. No comment. Here's one. Okay. After we walked through the red light district in the morning, we went to the zoo. I took this picture on my way to the zoo. Here's a crow on a bike. This is a very powerful picture. Incredibly powerful. Look at that. It's a good crow. That's a damn good crow. You want to see him up close? Boom, dude. Boom. I know I posted that one in the Discord. That's a big boy. Riding that bike, too. Damn, he was. Did I tip him? I tipped a cap to him. He didn't ride me anywhere. Drive me anywhere. How long did he last until you shoot him? I did not shoot the crow. Did you explain to your friends why you keep taking pictures of crows to pacify your stream? No. No, we all love a good bird, okay? They are putting him inside of asshole in Amsterdam. What is your problem, Frosted Hoot? I was not on a hooker boat. Don't shoot the crow. We went to the zoo. Behold, antelope. I took some shitty zoo pictures, and you'll get to see some of them, not all of them, because some of them are worse than others. And I saved these for you.
Welcome, Timmy, to the box.
Timmy the Damn Mouse. 60 months. 60 is one of my favorite numbers. Thank you. What up, Demon Mouse?
I'll never get to go to the sexy toilet. It's over.
The sexy loo? You can make the sexy loo at home, and here's the best part: it'll be free. Just print out a PNG of the stare emote, and then paste it above your toilet, and that's all you need, man. Same thing. Boom. They refer to these as antelopes, though they did look a little more exotic than antelopes I was aware of. The sign said antelope, because it was in Dutch. Also, look at this monkey. I should have taken a video. This guy was just hollering. This is like 100 feet in the air. This guy, he climbed all the way to the top of this tree, and he was just hollering, man. Goddamn, he was going, woo, 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 woo. He was spreading out, spreading his legs for everyone. He was a dirty ass monkey, dog. Dirty, man, came from the red. I don't know, dog. He was a bald monkey, bold and bald, dude. Biding his time till he rips someone's face off. Nah, he ain't no ape. He's just a friendly old monkey. He's also, I think he was smaller than he looked like, so I could probably take him in an arm wrestle. He wanted a Zune. His Zune broke. That's why he had to let everyone know. Don't negotiate with the monkey at the window. Though they do have windows. They had a cool thing. They had this huge enclosure like on a little island. So the thing about zoos in the Netherlands, you were way closer to the animals than you would be at any American zoo I've ever been to. I feel like if they wanted to, he could leave, but he chose not to. Probably because it was a decent enclosure. He had this really cool, like, mesh tube that went, like, 20 feet above you. Honestly, he probably could have pissed on someone if he wanted to. I don't think it was enclosed with, like, glass or anything. I don't know why I'm thinking about this monkey's bodily fluids, but look, it's the jet lag. I'm going to blame that forever. Number one. Number two, and then they got a fun little shelter where you can just go to bed in his 3-bedroom apartment, man. It's pretty sick. He can definitely throw poop from up there. He can see the world, man. He's got the best view in the whole city. Wolf. This looks really sad. They had wolves, and this looks real sad because he's behind the cage, but I assure you, they also had a good enclosure. And there were a few that didn't look sad. But this guy doesn't look too happy. I know. Growl. Growl. Cthulhu, welcome in. Spunky lives better than me. I can't throw poop on anyone. Well, you can. You just might suffer from repercussions. Just hanging in the shade. Yeah, he's just chilling. What are these, water buffalo? I don't really remember why I took this. I don't remember these animals being there at all. At this point, I believe my sleep deprivation is kicking in, and I'm just taking pictures of whatever appears to have movement. Like that. What do you think of this? Vulture. I don't think he liked me taking his picture. I don't think he liked it, man. Strikes a primal fear into my bones. Oh, he was mad. And again, I'm right next to that fence. Yo, I could give him a little snack if I wanted to. A little finger snack, man. I ain't gonna do it. He's gonna beak me. He's gonna beat me good. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. This guy was just a heron hanging out on some rocks. This wasn't an exhibit. I just took a picture of this heron who was just chilling next to some koi fish and some ducks. They had a duck exhibit. Or maybe they were just ducks there. I don't really know. I don't know. What up, dog? Yeah, it's just a heron. Just chilling. He's just chilling. Giraffe. This giraffe would not turn around. I could not take a picture of a giraffe that didn't stare right up his butt, man. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. It just like they wouldn't turn around. I like giraffes. God damn it. He wouldn't turn around, man. Wallaby. Yeah, I'm that close to him. I'm 3 feet from this guy. You can just walk into the wallaby enclosure. Smurdock. Don't you dare. Wallaby. Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, my friend and I, we were conspiring how to put our jacket on the kangaroo and then give him $50,000. But then we realized they weren't kangaroos, they were wallabies. So our plan was ruined. Gorilla. He is so goddamn close. This is what I'm talking about. If this man decided to, he's standing on this tree above the... He's looking at us. We're the exhibit for him, man. And, dog, he's staring at a group of people that are staring right back at him. Everyone is staring this gorilla in the face, man. They are staring this gorilla in his eye sockets. It is only a matter of time. You hope there's a moat in the way? There is not. There is not. There is nothing preventing this guy from just hopping this. It's not quite as close as it looks like. It's probably like 10 feet in distance between that fence and this tree. This is a big ass gorilla. This guy is massive. He could have gone. Dude. Ain't no way he could. I'm guessing that they know he can't. I don't know. They've done the gorilla physics. They've done the gorilla geometry. Do you also negotiate with the animals for their services? Well, they had the anteaters locked up, so I don't know if there were people in those rooms, but, you know. Dirty boys. Dirty boys. Boom. Penguinos. We got penguinis, dude. Gotta watch out. He's gonna get you. Got them South American pingus. It was actually a really cool zoo. They had a lot of animals. Not many were like in a good spot for me to take a picture. They had a longhorn with very long horns. It's kind of cool seeing him in an exhibit because, you know, we're American. I assume they had a reptile house. We had to get going after a while because they had like alligator and crocodile pets in the in their little shop, and I didn't see any. But I'm assuming they did. They had a lot of. It was crazy how much they packed into like just a little spot in the center of the city. Why Pingu is mud? He's South American Pingu. Did I say pets? I meant toys. Boom. We added the zoo. Look, that's a pretty cool picture, right? This looks like a picture they sell at IKEA or something, man. On God. Look at that. Yeah, the zoo was cool. Elephants, etc., etc. Seals. There's no hooker boat. They are not hooker boats. Those are just boats. How many two-seat cars do you think is in that canal? You mean this car? Okay, that wasn't the car. That's another shot of Central Amsterdam. You mean this car? Haha. Yes. Look at that. Where's the other half? In the canal. Look at that. There were so many of these types of little cars. They were so cool. People just drove them up on the sidewalk. Don't know if they should do that, but they did. Dog, I want one of these so bad. Did you ride in one? Nah, that'd be so cool though. Honestly, that doesn't look like they have, like, it looks like it's got pretty good room in it. They're so tall. I think they actually would have, like, decent leg room, more than you'd think. Exactly, prostitute. Even smaller. They're so cool. Like, regular-ass cars, like Golfs and stuff, or they didn't have, well, they had some Volkswagen hatchback. I don't remember it. I saw the Pugos. I saw the Zeekers. I saw the Pugos and the what's that other brand? The Citroen. And the Dutch, you're right, Tempe. Of course, the Dutch are tall people. Pretty cool to see that. Very tall ladies. TBH, the ladies in Dutchland. Awooga! How much did you pay to see the Pugo? Most pay toilets were 50 euros coins, so I couldn't use them because I never had any coins on me. American doesn't have Citroen. Citroen? I don't know how you pronounce it. What are we having? Ford. French cars? Nothing is French anymore. Citroen. Boom. Look at that. More pictures. That's the Rijksmuseum back there. I think this is the next day. Eventually, we met up with the rest of my friends who were coming into town, made it back to our place, fucking crashed out. Went to like a little bar and grill later on. And for whatever reason, the waitress came up to us and thought we were Dutch. Or she just didn't care. And she asked us what we wanted to order. When she asked us, she said, Villa drinken. My friends didn't know what to say. But I, with my 260 plus day streak on Duolingo, knew, ha! Finally! My Dutch paid off. All of my hours of training. Now I know. And then I got a water because I was thirsty. And you got to pay for water in Europe because they're communists. Speak Dutch right now. Ik wil de wijze hebben, alsjeblieft. Hallo. Heb. Did I say hebben? Heb. Alsjeblieft. I'm tired. Communism is not pay. And I use that power to order water for the table. I had to pay for it, Jeb. What? What? Sorry. It's kicking in again. This is my bedtime. I went to bed at this time last night, guys. When I said I was going to do a movie night, maybe, I went to bed like 30 minutes after it. Like, I just passed out. What time does it feel like? 2 a.m. Okay. I gotta get through my pictures. Rijksmuseum. Then I went to the Heineken Brewery. Or it's not a brewery anymore. It's like a museum, but we went to that, which is in Amsterdam, the original brewery. It's kind of cool to see that. Not that I drink beer, but yeah, it's pretty good. Heineken. I ordered a streamer bathwater for the table. No! I ordered french fries, too. Okay. So, I need... Listen. I need you to understand, this wasn't my idea. Okay, so listen. One of my friends, we all right. So between the brewery tour and we had a brewery tour and then a an hour after that we had a canal cruise. So in between, we just wanted to grab a little snack. My friend really wanted to go to this place. I don't know why, but we did. And yes, it was called Vegan Junk Food Bar. And listen, I've had really good vegan food before. In fact, I think Impossible Whoppers are tasty. This was by far the worst thing I had in the Netherlands to eat. In fact, it might be one of the worst burgers I've ever eaten in my life. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be some kind of Beyond patty. Beyond is disgusting. I like Impossible foods. Why is the bottom bun black? I don't... Because it was a quirky place. I should have taken a picture of the... They had unicorn fries, which came with vegan mayo, and it was like blue, pink, and purple mayonnaise on the fries with pink sprinkles in it. And my friends weren't impressed by that. And then this was the cruelty-free burger, which came with some kind of Beyond patty, I guess, but it really didn't taste like Beyond. Even that didn't taste like Beyond patties, which I already didn't like. A pink and black bun, and their special sauce. It was awful. It was so bad. Let me see. Yep, that's it. That is it. That's it, Doc. Those are the fries. Those are the fries. That's it. It was blue. God, it looks so good. You had little flowers on it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, that was disgusting. It was disgusting. This was a bad choice. I didn't pay for it. My friend did. So everything is okay, guys. And I have no intention of ever paying my portion of that meal. I have no intention. Water was free there. So, you know what? Go at it. Is my friend vegan and they get bullied for the rest of the holiday for this? No, he's not vegan. I don't know why we went here. I don't. I have a feeling, I think it might be because his wife likes horses. And a lot of the stuff on their menu is horse-themed. Not horse meat-themed. That would defeat the purpose of it. But for example, the unicorn fries. I have a feeling. Anyway, that was awful. I don't even remember what my next picture is. This is such a bad picture. This was me. We were on the boat. Not the hooker boat, regular boat. They told us this was like the best picture we could take on the cruise because this that canal goes for ages, so it's like dozens of these bridges down that hole you can see. This looks so gray. I believe. Wait, hold on. Okay. So this was the night we went through the red light district. There are red lights over there, but that's not the red light district. I think that's the Rijksmuseum again. EU autumn feel. It was awesome. The weather couldn't have been better. It was supposed to, like the week before we went, it was supposed to rain the entire week we were going to be there. But it didn't. It sprinkled a couple of times, but it wasn't bad. And it was like in the 60s and then low in 50s the entire week. It was very nice. And then the leaves like started changing color and falling halfway through the week while we were there. Very cool. Very cool. We went through the red light district. Then we went to that bar I was talking about, which had really good drinks. However, it had... and I went to the restroom in that one where I didn't need to pay. And as I was walking down the stairs where I was told the restroom was downstairs, I got a little concerned as I rounded the corner, descended the stairs, and saw a giant neon sign that said Peep Show downstairs. I was a little concerned But I trudged on because I really needed to pee. Didn't need to peep, but I needed to pee. And as I rounded the corner, I saw yet again. So, you know, okay. So picture this. I'm walking down a hallway and there's a room to my left. And as the room, you know, there's no door there, just a doorway. And as it's coming into view, I see a chair. I see a box of tissues. And I'm getting real concerned. But then as I see the entirety of it all, I see it's a converted photo booth. So it is now a photo booth for you to use for LOL peep show pictures. It is, you are the one again being peeped by the camera. Jesus Christ. And then I went to the bathroom. The bathroom was terrifying. There was literally one light in the bathroom, and it was an ambient light it was an ambient strip of light, like at the top of the door that was barely illuminating the stalls and the sink. There was no soap, or no, there were no tissues or paper towels. Maybe I needed to use the wank tissues. As I opened the door to the stall, I stepped in, closed the door behind me, turned around, and I was greeted with this in my face. Staring deep into my soul, the black, dead eyes of a goat. Now, mind you, I will remind, I am a tall man. A normal-sized human being would be a good ways below this goat, but not me. This is what I'm looking at as I'm doing my business while standing, because there were no urinals in this bathroom. It was unisex. I guess. I am staring into the soul of this goat as I'm doing my business. One hand on my phone, and so on. Got to make him an offering to flush the toilet. This goddamn goat dog staring directly into my soul. I'm not in the sex toilet. Boom. Look at this drink. What they call it? An Italian sour. It had amaretto, red wine, lemon, and oat milk with a pepper nut on top. It was a very good drink. Very good. I want to make this. How can you milk an oat? Come over and I'll show you, big guy. What up, Volky? What's this emo throbbing at me? Oh, it's a nut. That does check out. Where a hoot drink? Do you want an old fashioned? They had old fashions. Boom! Next day, apple pie, cappuccino. This was at a place called Winkel 43. By far the best cappuccino that I had there. Incredibly delicious apple pie. Actually very good. Seemed like a tourist trap at first, but it was goddamn delicious. And yeah, pepper nut is a cookie, true. It's got white pepper in it. Those three were mine. All for me, baby. Latte, it's a cappuccino. It's a cappuccino. Oh my God, it was so good too. It was such a good cappuccino. Oh my God, it was so good. And I only ever went once, man. I need to go back. Just for this place. I always wanted to, and I never did. It was so good. God damn it. Oh my God, it was so fucking good. Kind of a shitty blown out picture, but boom. Shout out vanilla cappuccino again. In a moment. The Dutch do know their desserts. Boom. Oh. We also went to McDonald's. I got a breakfast egg McMuffin BLT. They forgot the B. So I had an ELT. Egg, lettuce, tomato. Which was fine. There was no B on the BLT. Did I get a foreign McFish? No, but I intended to, and then I never did. Damn it. I did want to compare. But if it's any comparison to the breakfast I had there, and the only other time I've had McDonald's abroad, which was in Japan, it again shows that McDonald's literally anywhere other than the States is better quality than McDonald's in the States. Very good. And then I had a strawberry banana smoothie, which they serve in like pre-made bottles, which was really good, like a really good smoothie. The U.S. smoothies are garbage, and that smoothie was very good and tasted fresh, like they made it that day probably. Also had and then also came with a croissant, which was incredibly fresh and really good, with some fresh strawberry jam. It was all very tasty. Then I also had I had a mint tea, and they just gave me a cup of hot water and a bag of fresh mint. And I put it in, and I just put the whole thing of mint, including the stems, into the hot water. Much like the picture shows. One of my friends on the trip made fun of me for putting it in there with the stems and said it would make it too bitter. It didn't. And everything I saw about mint tea before showed it done just like that. But who's counting? It was very good. Aren't all bottles pre-made? No. Very good mint tea. Next picture. Fish and chip. Fish and chip. We were at a food hauling. So it was basically, just a giant food court, but fancy looking. And there was this place. It did like smash burgers, some other kind of sandwich, and fish and chips. And I wanted to do fish and chips. And the lady said it would take 10 minutes. And then I saw her go to the back, take out a fresh piece of fish from the cooler, like skin and everything. And then she cleaned it. She deboned it. She skinned some of it. She breaded it. She put it in the fryer. I can't say I've ever... I did not expect it to be that fresh at all. It ended up taking 25 minutes. But it was worth it. It was incredible. How much do you think this was, chat? In euro? How much was this? It came with all that you see there. It's just fish and chip. If I recall correctly, it was 16 euro. I didn't think it was that bad of a price. Like, and because the cool thing, I don't know if it's like that in all EU countries, but the cool thing about it here was that was the price. The tax was included. The prices were so good in the Netherlands. And I don't know if that might be a more of a reflection on how shit it is in the US right now. I thought it was going to be so incredibly expensive. It's not included, prostitute, and it's very annoying. Including tax is based. Dog. Europe is cheap. Like, what the hell? Everything was either comparable or cheaper than what I expected. I was very impressed. There were some places that were like substantially like that. The what I showed you with the apple pie and the cappuccino. U.S. dollars go far. The euro is stronger than the U.S. dollar right now. The apple pie and the cappuccino I showed you earlier. One each of those total was what? It was Dog, that was like fucking 7 or 8 euro, man. It was like that wasn't bad. Wine was super cheap too, which makes sense. But some really good bottles of wine that we tried, like 6 euro, would easily be $20. Drunk box stream when? No time soon, probably, because I'm super tired. Oh my goodness, such good wine. Like $5 US wine. It's just bitter grape juice, man. I don't know. Anyway, really good fish and chip. Really good fish and chip. Oh, that's a good picture. I like that one. Very pretty. Very pretty. Drunk chat stream win. Wait, let me check what picture do I got next? Okay. Another very pretty thing. That's not a hooker boat. I don't know I don't know where that boat's going. Very pretty, very pretty. Trying to think, was there anything else fun? Oh, what I forgot to mention early on, by the way. Okay, so guys, you know the Dutch, very direct people. Sometimes maybe more direct than you'd expect. Usually not rude. In fact, no, I'd say that we maybe only ever encountered one rude person. And that's because I still cannot tell. I cannot tell if this is what he meant. But when we first, when we got all, the whole group together at the center station, we got all of our bags. We wanted to ride a tram closer to where we were staying.
Welcome to the box fort.
As Opsy resubscribes for 1 million years. 4 years.
The one lead Dutchman, 6 million.
There he is. Thank you very much. Please skirt on that man. Opsy, thank you so much for 4 years. It's very generous of you, big guy. 1 million year. Your Brap gas box, very, very big and very based. We had a bunch of our stuff. One of my friends hopped on the tram towards the front with the conductor, and he told her to get off because, well, first he said because like too much stuff, but then as she turned around, he said she's and then gestured his hands like in a wide motion. I think he was saying she couldn't ride the tram because she was too fat. That's what it looked like he was saying. And little rude, because if he knew Americans, he'd know we can get bigger. Oh, we can get bigger. Also, He could have just been talking about our bags because he might have seen her get on and then saw there's a whole group of dumb Americans behind her with roll-ons and backpacks. Probably what he was referring to, but that took me aback. That, and also, same first day, I saw a man go up to a trash can, pull out a coffee cup, drink from it, and then spit at a woman that was walking by. And I really, at that point, I was thinking to myself, what's the point of Europe? Why am I here? I can just get that at home. Like, why did I pay good money to come here to see, I got my backyard. Like, what is this? What is this? But it cleaned up. It cleaned up its acts. You're in the tourist city. Yeah. Besides the architecture, Central Amsterdam, like that area sucked. Literally like 500 feet outside of it. Where we were staying and everywhere else was awesome. Where we were staying was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I really did. More Bix. Hagelslag. Hagelslag. It's so gross looking. White bread. Buttered. With chocolate sprinkles. A Dutch delicacy. I took a bite of it. It kind of tastes like buttered white bread with chocolate sprinkles. It's disgusting. And the Dutch should feel bad. You should feel bad about this. Point and shame 6 for this goddamn travesty. I said the vegan burger was bad. Actually, this was better than the vegan burger, but Jesus Christ. It was so bad. What is the point? I don't understand. I don't get it. Smart Talk says it's not related to fairy bread. Guess what the difference between this and fairy bread is, guys? It's not chocolate sprinkles on fairy bread. Wow. Chocolate's probably the only thing that makes it bearable, Doc. It's also for children. Don't give this to your child! What the fuck? Don't do it. I know you don't got that problem over there, but Jesus Christ, what is this? I don't understand. This is poverty food. This is poverty food for poor, impoverished Dutch boys. We watched a Dutch movie called Dick Trom, which means thick drum. It was about a thick boy, and I bet you ate a lot of hagelslag. Okay? It was about Dick Trom was a Dutch movie about a thick boy and his thick parents that ran a little restaurant that cooked burgers. And some greedy corpos moved him out and forced him to go to this healthy vegan town where they forced them all to eat. They made vegetables out of cake and then made them believe that all this greasy food was good for them. And then made them start eating hot dogs. Sounds like something for Tim Burton. Actually, yeah, it kind of did look like that a little bit. Half Tim Burton, half the dude that does those other movies. You know the one. Anyway, Dick Trom. Dick Trauma? Not quite. Hagelslag. Not even once. It was bad. Next. Boat. We went on this was at a bus station. These boats are unrelated. We were at a bus station off the pier. We took a little tour along the countryside in the Dutchland, which was very cool. We went to Zonzerschans, lots of windmills, and not just windmill, but also Shep, Big Shep. Lots of Shep. Here's one Shep, for example. More windmill. Very cool. Love windmill. More windmill. I wanted to see windmills on this trip, and then I did. Oh, this photo is ridiculous, actually. I actually should get this one printed out. Look at this shit. Yeah, this one's crazy. I took this from a bridge, so this I didn't even notice this little railing up the top left here kind of ruins it. I don't know, kind of frames it too, I guess. You didn't jump off the edge to get that shot? No, not quite. Yeah, that's a damn good picture right there. Hey, Bill, listen, man. I don't want to hear from you, dog. I was there. I took this picture. It's not AI generated. You can tell from the water droplets on the piece of bridge at the top left. Okay, they're too photorealistic. Chopping off the left top and bottom to make it the right aspect ratio. Well, if I chop off like too much of the left, I'm going to lose that little house. I guess I don't really need that house. Yeah, I could probably fix that. Yeah, maybe. We'll try fixing it. This it was so hard to get that. That's a carillon back there in the top middle. As soon as we got to this bridge, it started playing a tune. It's very cool, very picturesque as well. Also, very difficult. Yeah, the picture doesn't do this justice. This is a very picturesque scene. What's this, Adom? This is Adom that we're in here. Sheep. One sheep, two sheep. This is one of the cool areas where you can see how most of the land is below sea level. Like the land in the back is below this thing here. Oh, it's flat. So vast. Owl. Delft owls. Delftware. I bought none. These were €8. Too expensive. Now you see. You know where this is, 6? Can you pick it out? I had to reach way over a fence to take a picture of this. It wasn't really worth it, but still. How the fuck you buying dinner price of 2 owl and you do not owl? Because I needed to buy the dinner. I had to eat the fish. I can't eat the porcelain owl, Frosty. I couldn't do it. Geeky. Geek to me. Thank you very much for raid. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's going on? Very generous. A lot of generous raids today. Thank you guys. Welcome in, Geeky Meep. What were you playing today? Early stream for you. Usually stream kind of late when I catch you. 6 million. The final answer is this is Volendam. That's Markens in the background there. We went to Volendam. Crow, number 1. Hello, Jolly Trash Panda. Yes. Behold, he's strutting his stuff. Crow, number 2. And finally, Crow, number 3. It's the same crow, but at a slightly different angle. You're playing Star Trek Bridge Crew. Were you playing in VR? Isn't that a VR game? That sounds like fun. Hex tiles. Yeah, we were in Volendam. Didn't really have too many pictures to take. Volendam, at least like we were in like the tourist spot there. I think it was meh. A lot of crap. I had a fried haddock. So I had for lunch here I had fish and chips again, but with haddock instead of cod. The first one I showed you was cod, and that one was better. My food hall fish and chip way better than this restaurant in Volendam. If I'm gonna BH with you. Oh, I also had pickled herring. That was really good. At pickled herring, they had some smoked eel here. Had some smoked eel. That was okay. I've had eel before, though. Pickled herring's actually really good. I'm a big fan. Big fan of fish, so. Boom. Speaking of fish, Red Lobster. This is in Markens, which is, or was an island, and it's now connected to the mainland with a bridge. Again, absolutely insane beauty. The pictures don't do it justice. The greenest grass I've ever seen. Probably the richest people I've ever met. I'm sure are the only ones that can afford to live here. Fantastic little spot. Very pretty. Here's front of a big church. Yeah. And look at that. Boom. Mural on a wall. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, also on this little thing, we went to some family-run cheese farm. I had some cheese samples. It was very good. They also made wooden clogs there, so we saw a wooden clog demonstration. I did not buy any clogs. They did not have any that fit me. We clogged. We cheesed. He is flipping us off. Yes, true. That's true. Ate some cheese. Good cheese. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That was fun. That was good. Here's a heron. Again. So these I only took two of these pictures. Okay. Disclaimer. These two pictures were taken while I was under the influence. Not of alcohol, but of something more. The influence of brownie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Before I talk about that more, I will say thank you, Aluko, for the raid. Was it? Yeah, it actually was before these guys. Did I not take any pictures on Wednesday? I guess I didn't. I met Aluko. Very cool. By the way, guys. I hung out with Aluko. True, real, and based. Yes, it was good. It was very cool. Aluko, a very cool man. Very generous. Very real. Rate bald out of 10. Oh. 9.9 out of 10 for sure. 9.9. Only missing the 0.1. Because I didn't rub it for good luck, you know? So. Did Aluko haggle at the window? Yes, but he gave a tip. Oh, and what a tip did he give? Siffy, did you you slightly changed the color of your purple? You know I judged chat names based on their color. You don't know the old color? Shouldn't you look at an old VOD and then color pick it, right? Take a screenshot, color pick it, and then you'll have the hex code, and then you can change it that way. I did not go. Don't listen to Chataluco. I did not go into the peep show. Siffy. Relax. I was in Europe. Please. I was surrounded by the Dutch. Use a lower tone of voice for me. I am recovering. I did not go into the... Well, I went into... I did not go into the sexy loo. He's crying. What are you... Frosty Toot! What was the last stream you were here for? Well, I'd probably... I can tell you. I don't know if it's going to help. It was, let's see, you were complaining about Zoomers, complaining about games. I'm looking at your chat logs. You were complaining about Zoomers, complaining. Oh, that's right. It was for the fucking class of 09 game. Yeah, it was class of 09. Yeah, that VOD's still up, for sure. Because we were auditing Steam reviews for it. Yes, that's right. That's right. Do you like the way I give swirlies? Luca took me to this bar. We had these really good Weizens. It was delicious. I meant to take my friends there, and then I didn't. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. What is this emote, Doopy? Brat chat? Why is it just a green box that says chat? It's a Twitch emote? But why? So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. What the fuck is this emote? Is this some Zoomer meme I'm unaware of? Twith? Okay, I am aware of this meme. 4K Lemon. What? Only you. Why is it every Twitch emote so hard to read? Also, we got Big Sad. No more Bible Thump. Wait, do we still have Bible Thump? Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's right. I added it, I think. Or, oh, no, it's an FFZ global emote now. Okay, okay. That's what it is. What is that? Andalusian Crush. Such an easy hex killer to remember, goddammit. Well, just go get it. It's literally right there. Just go get it. Dino Dance is a good Twitch emote. The only good one they've added in a very long time. Big Sad doesn't look as good as I thought it might. They gave it too much depth. Like, they gave it, it's just a 3-dimensional cube, and I was really excited for more cube-based emotes, but it just looks like it's got a big neck in the regular chat. You see what I'm saying? It just looks like a guy. Doesn't look like a cube. They gave it too much depth on the bottom. You see it? All right. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Heron. We're in a place called Vondel Park. Siffy, you got it back. Very good. Very good. Oh, I don't know, Siffy. Is that right? It looks a little different. Vondel Park, not Fondle Park. Did I fondle anyone? Not that I recall. Although I was under the influence of brownie. I only took half of it. I only ate half a brownie because I knew it wouldn't be good if I ate the whole thing. My friend ate the whole thing. I told him not to. He did it anyway, and he regretted it hard. As we were walking through this park, which I can only describe as something out of a movie, it's this massive park that I guess has exit and entrances on both sides because a lot of people commuting through it. There were just streams, dozens and dozens of bikes and joggers at like 7 p.m. streaming through these Victorian gates as they biked and jogged through this breathtaking park in the serene beauty and quietness. I can only describe it as something out of a movie, and I don't know how to describe it better than that. Like, I can see it as like some kind of bird's eye view with some whimsical Disney-esque sounding. Unleashing the extras on the scene at once. Yeah. Like an establishing shot of something, and none of these people are the main character. How much was in the brownie? 500 milligrams, if I recall correctly. Or 500 grams. Well, one of those two numbers. Whichever one makes more sense. I don't Weedo. It was the smallest dosage they had. Half a kilo? Yeah. It was half a kilo of hash. And it was just hash, too. Yeah, man. We're walking... Okay. And Cthulhu, you say like a city park. Yes, it's a city park. I've been in a lot of city parks, man. In the United States. It wasn't like that. That kind of thing does not exist anywhere that I've ever seen in the United States. It's not even, it was just insane. There's just a level, there was a hive mind about too many people. Well, there were a lot of people, but there were only too many people for people just walking. And even then, there was still plenty of room for people just walking. I'm talking about Vondel Park, Aluka. There was plenty of room for people just walking, but if we wanted to cross the road, which we did, that was a little harrowing, which oftentimes it was, but when there were so many cyclists, because they don't stop. But Vondel Park was insane. I don't know. I got to find videos of it or something, because it was just like... And there was like there was a bar in the middle of it all, too. Like, I don't know. It was just... it's just so much to do in Amsterdam. Anyway, and as night began to fall and darkness rose and the lights on these bicycles illuminated all these joggers around us and how there were just the same volume of people coming and going from this. My friend who ate the entire brownie would occasionally just, as he was walking, just go like kind of jump upright for a moment and then continue to walk. And he could not talk. he couldn't have a conversation anymore. I would later learn that during this entire time, his legs felt like they were asleep. And he would go like 30 seconds of clarity and then 10 minutes of just pure haze. And then he would just snap back to reality. And then that would be very scary. Yes, we're talking about weed brownies, Iffy. Do not block the block. The Bach. Yeah, we had a little Weedo brownie. I knew it would be too much, so I only took half. Did you need a 100 milligram weed brownie? It was 500 milligrams. And yes. I guess I ate 250. Technically. A couple of days before that, I ate a quarter of one. Was you at his 200? I guess it was super low. Like, the point of it was really low quality stuff, which I don't know if that affects the amount of Weedo or not. Why would you do that? Because we wanted to get crazy. How do you just eat half a brownie? Because I knew if I'd eat the other half, I would have had a terrible time. In fact, the half I did eat didn't make me feel very good anyway. It did the stuff it almost always does, which is it makes my legs twitch. It makes my legs twitch, and it like sends like shockwaves down my leg of pain if I've been walking around a lot. And I can feel that's what weed does to me. Right? People do the Weedo for pain management and stuff. It does the opposite for me. It makes me feel all of the pain that I am feeling, but amplified. All of the pain that my body is masking. I can now feel it all. It's not good. Stop to twist. Have I only had one strain of weed? No. I also had Delta 8, which was the worst night of my life. That isn't a strain of weed. It's a strain of THC or something. The extra CBD ones. It don't work, man. I'm telling you right now. Coco, thank you so much for the raid. Very generous. Now be quiet. Thank you. Drugs don't do me good. Delta 8. It's iffy. If I've had both sativa and indica. Indica, this dick. Good. What up, Coco? I'm talking about my Amsterdam trip real quick. One time. See, Katrina liked it. That's all that matters, dog. Boom. The potato eaters. I went to the Van Museum. Now you see. I didn't take... This is the only picture I took at the Van Museum. Potato Eaters was probably the most popular one that was there. I go outside. What do you think? You've been looking at all these pictures, Tiffy. The Van... I was a fool. I was really looking forward to going to the Van Gogh Museum. It was great. I'm going to say Van Gogh because my American larynx needs to heal. Not Van Gogh. Not the best angle? Well, all right. Well, because here's the thing, okay? This is the only picture I took there. Why would I take This is what people were taking pictures. People were going painting to painting up close as they could put their camera to take a full length picture of every single painting. Why would they do that? You can just Google them. You do that? Why? Man, why? Why, J-Dubs? And there was a guy, my friend was like, I was standing in the back of this crowd looking, and my friend like was towards the front, kind of like where that one lady is standing right there. And some tall guy got in front of her, held his camera up all the way above his head, like above the painting, leaned in and stood there for like 10 seconds as he lined up the photo and then took it, man. No, it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. You like having them? I get it. If you're scrolling through your phone, you want to see them, you took that picture. It's your picture of the painting. You were there. You saw it. Man, not my style. Not my style. I don't want to be in the way in a museum. This is the only picture I snapped real quick just so I can remember, oh yeah, I went to the Van Gogh Museum. There it was. I was really looking forward to seeing Starry Night. Guys, Starry Night's in New York. It's been there since 1941. God damn it. God damn it. True, Siffy, true. He had so I did like the Van Gogh Museum because it was really well laid out. I think it could have even used more direction than it had. I think the way that I went was literally the perfect way to go in terms of like understanding his entire story. Did I have any of his schizo paintings? The paintings towards the end of his life are probably the most clear and concise ones that he made. If I'm gonna be H with this, and probably the best ones he made. He painted so much, which is ridiculous. Didn't he just do flowers for feeling better at the end? He did a lot of I think towards the end, self-portraits were actually some of the most he did. Yeah, he did a ridiculous amount of paintings. So, real quick about Van. So the museum, it kind of started out like a quick timeline of his entire life and some of the self-portraits, and it shows some of the self-portraits he did from like the earliest ones to the latest ones. And those are pretty interesting. And then it kind of goes and it shows there's like a section about like some of the paintings that he was inspired by. There's another section later on, like some paintings that were inspired by him, blah, blah, blah. Then there's a section of some of the paintings he did with his friends while he lived in France, or like paintings done by his friends or he did for his friends. And there's a whole section of a bunch of letters and rough drafts that are from his friend Emile Bernard, who I think he started a friendship with when Emile was he was a teenager, and Van Gogh was either 30 or like in his late 20s or something like that. And almost so their whole thing was they would just mail each other like rough drafts that they made and letters about their drawings and about the drawings that the other one sent them most recently. And Emile would draw prostitutes. That's all he really drew. Is he would draw prostitutes in typically embarrassing situations. Especially and he would write about them as well, about like just how depraved they are. And then he would also start towards the end, he would also draw like religious scenes. All of a sudden, he started drawing super religious stuff. And then he would go back to drawing prostitutes again, and he would draw them, and then he would make fun of them with like funny titles. And it would just be all prostitutes. And then he wrote like poems about how much he hated prostitution and prostitutes. And I'm starting to think that Emile might have been a little jealous of them. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. He drew them a lot. I think he might. I don't know, man. But it's funny because he would there's a timeline of the drawings that he sent Van Gogh, and they were like they got worse and worse. Like he spent less time on them, and Van Gogh would he wouldn't hold back. He would usually write back like I like this and that of it, but like you need to start sending me real I'm you need to start sending me completed stuff, because Van Gogh would send him really completed drawings. And this guy would just keep sending him rough drafts, and he's like, "Come on, man, you gotta step up your game." And he was And he kept questioning, like, okay, man, why are you sending me, like, well, what is it? Why are you sending me this kind of stuff? And I think towards the end, he got fed up with it, and then they stopped talking with each other. But yeah, he would, what was some of it? Oh man, some of them were actually like real witty titles. He sent, that's right, the last thing that Emil sent Van Gogh was like a dozen pages of different drawings of prostitutes with some kind of like satirical title associated with them, and also a poem about how much he hated it. And there were some real weird titles. I can't remember any of them, but some of them were pretty. They were just all so funny. Just like with a modern day lens on it. I don't know. Yeah, you guys should look those up. Then we continued, and so as you guys probably know, Van Gogh cut off his ear. Right, that's a big thing. He cut off his ear, and then he took it to. And he went. Speaking of prostitutes, he cut off his ear, and then he gave it as a gift to a prostitute, wrapped up in paper. And then the prostitute called the cops, and then he got put into a mental institution. And then he drew a lot. One of the diagnoses, or one of the prescriptions, he got a prescription from the doctor to take a bath 2 times a week. That would help his crazed mind. I don't know if I could do that, man. That sounds a little too intense for me. Okay. And then but he cut his ear off after one of his other male French friends that he lived with, just pals probably. They had a falling out. I can't remember what it was about, but they just fought. And then the guy left. And then Van Gogh freaked out and then cut his ear off. And then what I also didn't know is that Van Gogh had an incredible support system. He lived primarily, especially his younger years, with his brother, who was a wealthy art dealer, and his brother was so supportive of him. He was so supportive of him. He funded his entire life. He encouraged like every painting. He tried selling everything he had. They both had the same hobbies. They wrote each other so much. A good bro. Yeah, Theo was a really good brother. He couldn't sell any of his paintings and was literally a starving artist. I think, I think that his paintings still didn't sell well. And as far as I understand it, they didn't really get super popular until after his death. But he was never on the streets. Like, his brother paid for everything. He always had a roof over his head, pretty much. Until the very end, where he wandered into a doctor's office or somewhere with a gunshot wound. Also, so that was another thing, is that there's a bit of controversy about how he actually died. Like, everyone is pretty much assumes that it was suicide. But he wandered to eventually saw a doctor with a gunshot wound to his chest, and the doctor was like, "What happened?" And all Van Gogh said was, "I know what happened." And then he could have been treated, but he told the doctors not to treat him, and it was his time to go. So probably because of that. I guess apparently he was out on a date, If I remember correctly, that was the thing. He was supposed to be out on a date, and then he came back with a gunshot wound. Where did he get the gun? I don't know. Is dad safe? I don't know. When their movie Willem Dafoe? I don't know. A date with who? I don't know. Could have been a prostitute. I don't know. I don't know that part. I only heard that part from my friend who took a guided tour here. I didn't take a guided tour. There's a good Wendigoon video about it. That does sound interesting, actually.
Start the game already. Start the game already.
Pretty interesting story. And then so you go through blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he actually had a really good support system with an amazing brother who, his family was awesome. At least his brother and his sister-in-law. And then soon to be, his brother named his son after him. Vincent van Gogh, the son, is really the reason why his uncle is so popular, because he kind of took over the estate and then made him super popular. Van Gosen? He's not a junior though, because he's not Vinny's bruh. His brother named his son after him, and his brother died only a year after he died, and then left his widowed wife, who then was heir to, and then helped make all of his paintings popular. And then his nephew came in, Vincent van Goon. And then his nephew came in, and then he did all that stuff too. And then like they sold Starry Night to like the New York, the New York Modern Art Museum flat out just owns Starry Night. So they don't. It's not on loan. They're probably not going to loan it to anybody. I need to go see it. TBH. Also, dog, I don't remember this. Okay, I guess it was, and I totally missed it. You guys know what Van Gogh's best painting is? Let me show you guys. Hold on. I did not see this painting until then. You want to see what it is? Van Gogh's best painting. It's not Starry Night. It's not the Potato Eaters. It's not his stuff. It's this. Look at that. Smoking skeleton. That's sick. I want this in my room, dog. That's badass. I know. Also, I think it's post ear cut too. I never saw that. I think my friend said he saw it. I don't know how I missed it. Was that a self-portrait too? Who knows? Skellington be gone. But he has no lungs, Frosty. He doesn't need to worry about smoking. Yeah, it's sick. Trying to figure out what his arm is doing. Yeah, it's looking a little jumbled down there. But don't worry about that. The top half's all you got to worry about. It's kind of sick, dog. You said it has a phone case with that on it? Really? That's sick. Skull of a skeleton with burning cigarette. Yeah, it is in the Van Gogh Museum. How did I don't know how I missed it, man. I missed the coolest fucking one. Damn it. Damn it. He did a couple of skulls, I guess. Okay. So it ends. So again, the museum's really great. I do like a museum with a story throughout. And then by the time it tells you about how he died, and then it's telling you about Theo, and then his widow, Theo's widow, and then his nephew, and how they're continuing his legacy, and they have some of the artifacts from them, like Theo's wardrobe and all this stuff. And then it concludes, and okay, actually, I'll show you another picture of it. Since we're in a learning mood, it concludes, the last Van Gogh painting that I saw was this one, which is Autumn Blossom. And Van Gogh painted this for his nephew. pretty shortly before he died. So that's the last one that that's kind of, if you go in the order, which I assume is intended, that's the last one you see, which is kind of nice. You didn't realize that was him? Yep, that's Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Van Gogh. He invented the wallpaper flower. Autumn blossom. Pretty cool. Yeah. Autumn blossoms. 1890? Yeah, same year that he died. What's his last painting again? I know I saw it. Wheat Field with Crows was his last one. Which looks absolutely insane. Actually, that one didn't look too bad. This one looks pretty normal. This one looks... All right. Well, this one... So I guess this is apparently Van Gogh's last painting, in case you guys are curious. Wheat Field with Crows. Maybe not his best work. It's got the M birds. It does have crows. Crows are based. Anyway. Demi's been here, Siffy. Demi's been here longer than you, bruh. Where you been at, homie? Anyway, Van Gogh Museum was really cool. Van Gogh Museum was really cool. Crow! Another crow has landed. Speaking of crows in the wheat field, look at that guy. He's real close to me, too. It's pretty based. Pretty powerful. Pretty incredible. Raven. It was a really small boy. Is it a crow? His beak is a little small. He is a handsome boy. Posing. Look at his dinosaur feet. That's power? It is. I got a good yeah, it was a good shot, too. Little tram action. Little trammage. These trams are really convenient when they're not telling you to get off because you're a fat American. Might be a jackdaw. See, here's the thing, Pango. You said all jackdaws are crows. Yeah, ravens are big boys. I did see some ravens. Really convenient. The rubber duck store. Yeah, there's a lot of rubber duck stores in Amsterdam, and I don't know why, and neither does Aluco, so I don't think they're real. That's what I choose to believe. Cool tram. Also, and then, phew, now I'm in The Hague. Guys, I went to The Hague. Also, the only other picture I took. It's the girl with the pearl earring. Boom. Took a train to the Marit House in the Where's the soup? The Campbell soup? The Andy Warhol soup? Yes. Cool seeing that. There was a lot of cool paintings in this place. A lot of them from like the 14 and 1500s. And it was pretty funny going here after seeing the Van Gogh Museum and reading all that. Van Gogh probably took a lot of inspirations from some of the portraits that were in this one, but he would have absolutely hated a majority of those old paintings. Some of the first ones I saw, and I should have taken a picture of it just for this explanation. The first two I saw was some guy from like the 1500s painting peasants, and he made them look so stupid and barbaric. It was just two paintings of peasants getting drunk and fighting. And they had like big football heads. And then also in the first one in the corner, it just had like a dog mounting a pig. It was just so messed up. It was crazy. I don't know what this guy did not like peasants, man. He did not. This dude. But yeah, Marret House. Some of these explanations went into detail about the man that the house was founded and named after, and talked a little bit about all the interesting things the Dutch did in Africa and South America and elsewhere. So that was interesting. Which led me to wonder what they teach Dutch kids in school for Dutch history. I'm curious how it compares to how American kids are taught American history. Very cool. The Dutch invented apartheid. They invented quite a lot of things. More than just Phillips. Screwdrivers. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't really know what that building is, but I choose to believe that's where the Nazis were tried for war crimes. Because that's where they were tried. It was in the Hague. Anyway, very cool picture. Could be a prison. It looked like one. Looks like fucking Hogwarts. Better hope no flooding. They know what they're doing. I don't know how to explain it. They figured they're water benders or something. They got it figured out there. Not that they have any. Not that this body of water is the one they need to worry about. Also, that's very pretty. This picture does this no justice. This was an incredibly beautiful quad with a little Fiat coming our way. Yeah, it's all diked up. That's not the water they need to worry about. They need to worry about this water. But also, I went to the beach. So that was cool. At the beach. This big-ass building right here is a hotel with like 3.9 stars. No idea why it was so poorly rated, but it was an incredible building. Why are you up all the way in the air? Because I'm on the pier. As you can see from down here, it's the pier. It's a little hard to see. I'll zoom in. Look at this. Big-ass windmill farm. In the middle of the ocean. Pretty cool. This was by far the windiest I've ever felt it. We are on the pier. The windiest wind I've ever felt. The windmill crop's coming in good. So, I need to be clear. They need to worry about this, not because it's the North Sea, but because what's on the other side of the North Sea. England. Zoom in on the boats. This guy. Hello. Yes. It's coming right for us. Go. Also, this will be the only video I got. You want to hear the wind? Wait, hold on. First of all, this is insane, by the way. So on the pier, which is like half a kilometer long, probably, they got this big-ass bungee jumping thing, but they got zip lines. They have zip lines. They go from all the way at the top on the windiest, coldest day I've ever felt. It wasn't that cold, but it was pretty cold with the wind. They had zip lines that go all the way down the pier. I don't know what psychopath would actually do that, but I did not do it. Yeah, it was crazy. Listen to this. You guys can't hear it, but I know it's playing. Hold on. Well, can't really hear it that well. It just sounds like regular-ass wind, but it was very windy. It was very windy, my bird! Okay, anyway. More owls. Why did my Elgato kick in? I don't know what the hell this is, but we got more owls. €38 for this? I refuse to get off the wind boat. Like, I could feel my phone. If I let go of my phone, it was gone, man. It would have flown out of my hand. It was so windy. I was really scared holding my phone in that wind. Yeah, an owlish plate. Why are the owls in the egg holders on the duck, on the platform, being lifted by other owls? You'd hang that above your toilet? Fair enough. I'll remember that next time, and I'll go get it. There's a little pretty picture there. I don't know why I took a picture from this side of the bridge, but pretty cool buildings. What are some other things? I did go see the Anne Frank house. Had to go see that. The stairs were so steep, and I was scared for my life, but pretty interesting. And what did I do? Got a delicious meatball sub from this restaurant in Jordan, the Jordan neighborhood. That was cool. Went to Odor Things. We do other things too. How anti-Semitic was I at the time of being in that house? Well, you mean physically or mentally? No, the answer is no. The answer is no. Okay. I was a little worried, though. I was a little worried because we went there on October 7th. So I was a little worried. Just in general. But there was nothing, so all's well. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's another one for the print. That's some good-ish right there, dude. That's the Rijksmuseum way back there again, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I love this picture. Very cool. You guys want to go swim in that canal? This was, I forget the name of the little tiny neighborhood, but it was like a little section of private housing right in the like center of Amsterdam, where it used to be a convent. Like way back in the day, and they still only rent these places out to single women. Like that's the thing of it. So you actually couldn't like walk back here. It was for residents only. Well, you weren't supposed to, because there was a sign that said you shouldn't, but there were two dumb tourists out here taking pictures of it anyway. So it wasn't me. So that was kind of cool. Just a little old section here. And then, what do we got? Oh, yeah, this was the Royal Palace. So you can see a little something going on right here. And also, wait, can I see him? Where is he? Ah. Where is he? Is he there? He must be behind all these people. Oh, no, there he is. Can you tell who this guy's supposed to be? You can't see here his scythe. It's the Grim Reaper. Then there was a... Okay, so there were a couple of street performers or whatever. There was a street performer here who was just doing some real basic breakdancing moves, but he gathered quite the crowd around him. And then, at the end of his performance, of course, he was really saying over and over again how awesome and amazing and great it would be if people just gave him €5 after he was done. And how much he likes paper. And then he did a spin he spun on his head 20 times on a board. And then he held out his hands and then held out his hat for cash. And only like a few people gave him some stuff. And my friend was one of them. He gave him he had like 50 cents in his pocket that he gave him. And then after he gave him that, he said on his loudspeaker, he said, I sure do prefer paper money. And then when nobody else was coming to give him anything, he said, so many people take advantage of me because I'm a street performer. And I'm like, man, ray gun is better than you, dog. The new church. It's easier to throw coins at people. True, dude, true. Over here was a man who was surrounded by pigeons, and I think if you paid him, he would give you a handful of food, he would take your phone, and then take pictures of you and videos of the pigeons that were surrounding you. As you held out your hands and let the pigeons... You know the pigeon guy, Luco? Yeah, and then the pigeons would land on your hands, and I'm sure crap on you eventually. So you can pay some good money to get shit on. There used to be way more pigeons. Where'd all the pigeons go? You can't see them here. There were a lot of pigeons over here. There were like a good number of pigeons. One of my friends went over towards the circle. He found a piece of food on the ground, threw it at one of the pigeons. The pigeon went over and he pecked at it. And while the pigeon was distracted, my friend went in to pet the pigeon. However, my friend didn't want the pigeon to get away without being pet. So instead of petting it, he more kind of smacked the pigeon. And then I saw the pigeon like lurch forward and like flatten on the ground for a moment as he tried to spread his wings to escape. And eventually he ran away. And then my friend was like, yes, I pet the pigeon. He did it without paying a cent, man. Good on him. Good on him. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Because he's real assertive with his actions, my friend, and this pigeon just like flattened on the ground. He was fine. Does the king actually live here or do anything here in the royal palace, or is this just an old palace? I didn't really figure that out, if this was a modern day thing or not. Nah, they just flying rats. Actually, rats are smart, but pigeons ain't. Just mild brain damage, just some PTE. Pigeon TE. I forget what the TE stands for in CTE, but listen. Boom. Central Amsterdam again. Can you go back to the breakdancer? Oh, he wasn't there anymore. In that picture I took, he was gone. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's gone. Actually, no, that's him. Well, that's him right there. Yeah, that was him, and that was his little board. Nice. I found out that Tony's Chocolonely, which I always thought was Tony's Chocolonely. I didn't know it had the second L in it until I discovered that it was Tony Chocolonely. Is Dutch. And I went in their little store, which is right behind this picture, and I ate a sample of espresso chip, and it was very good. Stamp pot. Well, Hutspot. Beef. Incredibly tender, delicious beef. On top of mashed potatoes mashed with carrots and onion. You'd eat that? It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It's so good on a cold night, too. It looks like poop from a butt. The most delicious poop I've ever eaten. In that case, listen, man, it was so good. Then we had some Genever. Some old gin. It was very good. Stroopwafel. Rudy's Stroopwafel from Albert Kuipmart. Coop Mart. Also very good. And like, how much do you guys think this is? What do you think the price is? About the size of your hand. A little bit bigger than the size of your hand. Euro. What euro price? Aluko knows. It was €2.50. Why they stick it to a napkin? It's like there's a waffle underneath it. It's not just syrup underneath the napkin. It's 2 parts waffle, 2 parts very crisp and thin waffle with syrup in the middle. Yep, it was €2.50, Lugo, and it was delicious. One of my friends got a stroopwafel that was from some fancy looking place the night before. It had a bunch of toppings on it, and it was someplace that he was looking forward to going to the entire trip, and it was like €10. Yeah, and had toppings on it. Yep, he was looking forward to going the entire time. €10. And we went to this, we were sitting at a bar that we went to a few nights while we were there. And the waitress comes over and says, "Oh, that's a good stroopwafel, but it's way too overpriced. You got ripped off." She already knew how much it was. She just says it straight out. She says, "That's a good stroopwafel. You pay too much." She says, go to this place and get a much better one for only $2.50.
We aren't gaming today, are we?
Shh. No more speaking. Thank you for the 100 bits. It was very funny. Because the whole time, too, we're not sure why he wants to go to that place. That's clearly a tourist trap. We already were going to go here because we knew this was the real place to do it. But he went. That's fine. It looked like it was good, and he liked it. It was very funny. It was very funny. The story of this strange, mysterious land. That's all I got. That's the story of the Nederlands. Bum, 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 bum. Box 94. Why would you want to go to a tourist trap? Well, I was talking about this. I took a lot more photos, but obviously not all of them I'll show on stream. Obviously, as well, I don't have any... what I got here? No photos. No photos with Aluko. But I did meet Aluko, and Aluko's a very cool lad. 100%. I was talking about the beer that we had there, the Visa. We didn't get a photo. No, we didn't. Quachino, why did you clip? What did you clip? How the good parks should sound. I don't even know what I said. Oh no. 5'1", Aluko, do not lie, dude. What the frick, man? A cap shout out. Yeah, all right. Does America have international tourist traps? What's the tourist America? Oh, speaking of Japanese people, thank you for bringing that up, Siffy. There were so many Japanese people there. It was great. I loved it. I talked to them. I didn't tell them I was on TV in Japan. I didn't get to go that far, but that was awesome. I guess they go there for vacay, man. There aren't many Japanese tourists in America, unfortunately, at least not on this side. DC, definitely touristy trap, though. But not so much like all the free museums and stuff. It'd probably be any of the museums that aren't free that try to advertise themselves as being must-see DC museums. Hoot go Netherlands for speaking Japanese. True. I guess just like street vendors. I don't know. I've never, like, all those shirts where it's just like, I heart Amsterdam or I heart New York. I've never felt compelled to buy them, but I guess people do because they exist. In a way, people come to America for museums. They absolutely do. The Smithsonian, man, absolutely do. World renowned. The New York Museum of Modern Art, got to see Starry Night, man. DC does have great museums. New Orleans, Los Angeles, Disney. Disney's just one giant tourist trap for Americans and abroadlians. I heart school. Why would I do that, Frosty Toot? I don't. Oh, the Aerospace Museum is awesome. National Air in Space. Yes, the air in space. I'm not Geoffrey. I'm not. I am not. Not to mention marine museums. Ad quote, shout out cap, play Indica. Indica Dick. My keys. What do you think about this, chat? Does anyone besides America have swamp people? Australia. Right? Even if they don't have swamps, they have swamp people. The Dutch are swamp Germans. Yeah, I guess. Finland? Yeah, fair, fair. Give chat actual content. You didn't like Dutch story time? You are racist. Zealand. Yes. Africa. And? No, listen. You can't say that, man. Man, you can't fucking say that. Also, I can't add this quote. It's not appropriate. I don't think I can add this quote in this political climate, Jeb. I will shout out Cap again, though. Boom.
Is again once is noted.
There he is, just screaming his ass off.
Disruptions.
Still no
Based
Necopara.
upon the authority in Illinois versus Allen. I also referenced yesterday a persuasive case.
There he is.
It's not at my fingertips. I'll get that for the record. It's the Pennsylvania case.
Oh, he's doing the.
Oh my God, there it is. Oh, there it is. Vipin was right. Vipin was 100% right.
In Illinois versus Allen.
The clap backwards?
A persuasive case. It's not at my fingertips. I'll get that for the record. It's the Pennsylvania case that I found to be of persuasive.
Vipin was right.
Where a similar procedure was done. Frankly, what we are providing here in Waukesha County through the use of the technology we have in the courtroom is far superior to what was done in that Pennsylvania case. I have the ability to mute, to unmute. I can see him. He can see the 4 cameras in this courtroom right now. That would be me. It would be the table where I would like him to be seated.
This is appropriate. All blues look alike.
And then the
Yes.
witness stand. I am
Yes.
cognizant that the one limitation is
That's fine. That is an okay quote. 110%. What do you call the large muscular lizards with that hard grippy on they mouth and hang out in aquatic environments? Is this the setup to a joke? Large muscular lizards with that hard grippy on they mouth. And hang out in aquatic environments. I don't know. What do you call them? The Snappy Boys. Damn. That's a good one. Also, you guys, you know what? You're going to like this. Pango, this is relevant to your interest as well. Dark Hours Prologue came out with a major update, and the full game launches October 24th. Dark Hours Prologue, this supernatural heist game where you shove each other. Very good. New languages. They got Portuguese EU and Spanish Latin America. I got paid. I don't get paid until next week. Pay me now. The Shove Simulator. The Shove. Yeah, I do have Silent Hill, by the way. Netherlands story time did take a little longer than I expected, so probably not going to start Silent Hill today. But soon. Probably tomorrow. Dutch interrupting horror games again. True, they do that. They do. But I'll play a game. I'll play a demo. A ranked office match. Rankies?
Start the game already.
If you don't shut your goddamn mouth. If you don't shut the fuck up. I'm playing a demo called Butcher's Creek, guys.
Start the game already.
This is on my wish list, and I don't know why. But it's a demo. Let's see what it's about. It's going to be epic, guys. Sounds he scary? Nah, it'll be fine, Frosty. It'll be fine. Bum, 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 bum. Box 94. Skirt. Look inside. This is the part where you bleed to death. Heard that hoot before. Sleep well, Aluko. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. It was great meeting you again. And we will do it another time. Who was that? Who's howling? Nice. Perfect. The way it was meant to be. Oh, yes. Now that's what I like to see right there. I'm sure the game will teach me well. New game. Yes. It came to pass that the celestial ball of sinners grew so large as to block out the very sun. And somehow, life went on. Humanity marched through all the torments of hell and the schemes of its exiles. For one laughs harder than a sinner in hell. That's not true. I laugh pretty hard when Friends is on. Am I right? There is no mirth greater than that of the madman. And then one such madman was called to the town of Butcher's Creek. tempted by the promise of depraved videotapes, guided by rumor and instinct alike. I'm here. I'm going backwards. I've come too far to give up now. Well, alrighty then. I guess we go forward. Was this Slender? I didn't know how to collect tapes. Jeez, it's freezing out here, but this looks like the place. Let's see if there are any videotapes around. I got a sprint bar. Pipe wrench. Hammer. What? What? The hammer has speed. Was this condemned? Well, they have condition? Wait, I got a block? I'm gonna wrench it, boys. Condemned. A little bit. Nice bucket. Guys, this game takes place in the Appalachian Mountains. Why does it make that noise? What the hell? There's probably something outside I can use to break these boards. Are those human bones? What kind of depraved videotapes am I looking for if I'm surprised to see human bones? I picked up cabin key. Bones that move on their own? Dumbass bottle? What's my CH meter down there? Is that ELF? What's my C? Hello? What? More bones? I wonder where this hatch leads. Yeah, right. Okay, guys. I'm getting a little spooked. Try door. Locked. Too bad I don't got anything to bash it with. Pipe. Also, it's a little too sensitive. Oh, I'm gonna... Hey! What the hell? Hey, oh! Dumbass! Didn't know I could block, did you, bitch? Yeah. Who are you? He's dead. Okay, we out. Yo, we got the double kill with the drop. Oh, is this his weapon again? Oh yeah. I found a videotape. Found a snuff film. Again, if I'm here specifically to look for snuff films, why am I surprised about seeing human bones? I feel like it comes with the territory. Wait, there's a oh, there is a... What the hell was that? Why am I barefoot? Am I kicking myself? Guys, I think I found a bug. My controls are inverted, by the way. Oh, God. Guys, I think I gotta go back. Interact with TVs. Oh, you spend a VHS tape to save your game? It's interesting. Whoa. We're back. Where's my footage? Oh, there's a light switch here the whole time? Wait, where am I? The whole being upside down thing kind of threw me off, guys, not gonna lie. Hey! Who just spawned in? I heard you. You gotta kill the next enemy inverted? Okay, let me try to find him first. Pipe wrench. Yeah. Tape up. What was the FPS game where you grinded out runs to beat the time set by Chat Boys? Devil Dagger? Devil Gaggers? Or Neon, not Neon.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, he's coming. Hold on. I don't know, I went up backwards. I'm kicking him. Yeah, get out of here. FPS game where you grinded out runs to beat the time set by Chat Boys. Wasn't Devil Daggers. Not Ghost Runner? Metal Hellsinger? Any of these ringing a bell? Was that the guy I was supposed to see first? I feel like it was. Oh, I know what game you're talking about. I was just thinking about that game before I started too, Nest Chut. I forget. It was like, it was another demo. Yeah, it was Bill I was trying to beat. Yeah, I forget the name of that game too, actually. I was literally just thinking about that today. There it is. We've gone inverted. I'm holding back to go forward. We are now on the ceiling. Right is left, left is right. I think I just hit myself. Nice. Not body cam. Where am I? All right, I gotta stop fucking around here. Whoop. We're back. Okay, we're good. It's this way. What was the name of that game? I'm out. I need to get help. That building looks newer than the others. Maybe it has a phone. What building? That one? Key. Hey, what are you doing here, huh? Boom. Is that blood on the mattress in there? I should take a photo for my collection. Photograph murder scenes with mouse 1 to regain lost health. Blood and gore, great. Okay. A fine addition to my collection. Bill would definitely know if he were still here with us. Tapes are useful for more than just saving your game. Holding more tapes will increase your maximum ELF. They can be spent at devices to open doors. Oh, whoops. Is it necessary to progress? I think I got bonked. No, my scene. What happened? Where am I? Well, geez, if that's necessary to progress, then what happens? What if I spent that first tape on the save? Or the second tape on the save? I got a box cutter. I'm very scared now. It's a strange looking lock. It seems like something fits into this. At least they still let me have my camera. Found this fat ass. God damn it, they're Dutch! Wandering around the old sawmill. Travis is busy with the Inquisition, so I'll say whoever gets here first gets dibs. Prescription, stretch the muscle, bend the bone, and send someone to check the radio tower. There may be more. Ow! Dumbass bat. Ow! The broken glass hurt, I guess. Someone took my clothes and my shoes. I'll have to be careful of broken glass. Is that why I'm barefoot? Because someone took my shoes after I saw them? Ah. Just wear the boxes. You have a box cutter, just make cardboard shoes, Lamau. Brutal murder, excellent. Ah. Don't step on the glass. I don't know what it is, but it's glowing red. I must have it. My cardboard shoe connoisseur. Yes. Yes. Oh, I got a videotape. blood and gore. Excellent. It's soap. So he's having a good time here. Is that a butt? Is that a naked butt? I see his balls. I see his ball. Mouthwashing? Yeah, maybe, huh? I feel like it's not actually restoring my health like it says it's supposed to. Box with a box cutter? I've had it up to here. Won't do much in a fight? I disagree. I actually do disagree. Ineffective block, short range, low stagger, can't be blocked. Oh, interesting. I got a board. And I'm afraid to use it. Are they going to block me? If they do, I'll try to get that box cutter back. But I can't... Is that my arm? God. Snap a pic of that gore. Which one? Oh, that one? Blood and gore, great. I feel like my health is not going up. I'm gonna try the box cutter. Hey, man. That seemed pretty good. I don't know if that was just a sneak attack or what, but... Oh, I feel like I should be able to take a picture of the dead bodies. Yeah, I murdered a guy. Like, shouldn't I be all about that? Pliers. You can parry.
Who are you?
Fuck you, bitch. If I could just... Hey, get back here! Where are you going? Oh, hey, nice. Wait, that time it actually did work, though. Stop going away from me. I'm trying to look at your stats. Stop. Ow! God damn it. I can't pick him up. Wait, I can't swing anymore. Everything I touch explodes. Anything I look at just... Yeah, I've got the... Oh, no. I want the pocket! God damn it! No! Oh, no! Everything I look at... Yeah, what if he's constantly swinging? I can't pick up tapes or anything, though. I'm soft lock, probably. Yeah, I can't open doors! No, man! It's okay, I can continue. We're good. Auto fire is on, and they knew. Oh wait, no, that's just that was blood that was already there, so it actually didn't work, Siffy. Give me the pliers.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Dumbass.
Fuck you! Fuck.
Wait, it did work. I'm so confused. Okay. Dumbass. Stupid. Fucking. Why is it red? Blood and gore. All right. Dumbass. Dumbass. I got the symbol. Symbol, get. Isaac, before you get the wrong idea, yes, I know how important this all is. I just think some of what we're doing doesn't make sense, and I don't know who else to talk to. Like, why do we all have to wear the same outfits? Surgical gloves and a burlap hood are really uncomfortable when you're hacking limbs off and working up a sweat. And why do we have to live and sleep here in all this filth? Surely the Watcher would notice if a few of us went home every night. Like, I get it's all outlined in the text, but this isn't the 70s anymore. I just feel like we could all agree on making some changes, right? Gary. Isaac, meet me at the radio tower tomorrow, and I'll tell you what I know. Just be warned, I can't promise that it'll strengthen your faith or resolve. Burn this note after you read it. He didn't burn it, guys. Pig face. That sounds right. That sounds right, Demi. There you go, Nest Chat. I think it's pig face. Courtesy of Demi. That does sound right. It does sound right. I killed Gary? I think I did kill Gary, didn't I? What are you doing there?
Hey!
Like that. Dumbass. What's there? You blocked me. Yeah, like I was saying, I was thinking of pig face. Guys, I threw the wrong thing. Blessed Demi be thy name. Hallowed be thy name. Box cutter again. Oh, yo, new camera just dropped too. Brutal murder. Excellent. Yo, shovel. Long reach. That's what I like to see. Do not cut the box. Excellent. Whoa. Totally killer. Hey, man. I missed. I'll get you.
Fuck you!
Yeah. Why'd it take so long to swing? Ow! My stamina. Dumbass. Switch to Archer. This ain't darkest dungeon, bruh. I'm inside the boxes. Dude, I feel like I am not getting HP from this. Why am I fighting the Proud Boys again? They were supposed to stand back and stand by. But they did not do that. Proud boy, did everything for less. Save. Couldn't tell if that was rust or blood. It was, in fact, rust. Rust confirmed. Hey. He's coming. Ah! Yes, Demi, very good. Those are Proud Boys. Hey.
Fuck you!
Hey, fuck you. Oh, no. Dude, you can't just do that, man. You literally can't do that. Okay. I need your blood. Thank you. Ah, the glass. I forgot.
Hey, you fuck!
Hey, man, what's going on? Dumbass. I'm in. When your hands are empty, press mouse 1 to pick up and carry objects such as boxes and barrels. Oh, yeah? Why would I do that? Travis, my name is Will Estman, and I just want to introduce myself. Barry recruited me last week, and I've always been a huge fan of yours. Your work as the Port City manhood masher held me through a difficult time in my life and was hugely influential in my own journey. I'm very excited to be working together. This sounds like a Bill Simmons post. Will Simmons. Thanks very much for your note, Will, which I have returned here, but I'm required to inform you that we are not permitted to reveal surnames, and repeated failure to abide by the rules will result in disciplinary barring of the larynx and probation.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing there? Hey, man. Hey. Dumbass. Blood up. 2 tapes. Ooh. Oh, a sledgehammer? Yo, hold up. Now we're cooking with gasolina. Polaroid. Nice. I got 2 tapes. Who Who the hell? That was that. It was a proud unicorn. Hatchet? Nah, we got a hammer. Corrosive. I can't walk in there. I bet I could if I tried hard enough, but I also don't want to break the game. Because I don't want to have to play it all again. Hey man, what's going on? How can you block a sledgehammer? Bitch. Ah. You piece of shiza. Hey! What the? Woo. He's fast sometimes. I need your blood. Ultimate snuff. Perfect. Woman in here hasn't eaten for 3 days, so someone needs to get to her ASAP. Prescription: split the eyes, peel the scalp. Gross. Unbreakable. Oh. Whoa. Radical stuff. Huh. Brutal mortar. Nice, I'm in the cage. Whoa, radical. Any murderers? Yeah, I didn't get it on Steam. That's right. I did get it on Itch.io. Forgot.
Hey!
Hey. What's up, bro? 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 Oh, you dead, bro? You dead? Motherfucker? What's wrong? Can't handle it? Can't handle what you dish out? Yes, more for my collection. I am the Snuff Man now. Pig Face Massacre? That's a different one, though, right? You got the snuff. You got the power. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going. I'm not scared. Okay. What do you mean January 3rd, 2025? Just release it this month, you silly goose. What the heck is that? Well, kind of cool. A little bit. It's got some it's got some things going for it. Yeah, stripper level, like Duke Nukem style. Pig Face Massacre. Yeah, not the game that I was thinking of, but it is 4-player co-op. Uncover the serial killer Pig Face's blood-curdling mystery. True. Very condemned pilled? Yeah. Yeah. I've played worse.
Bum, 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 bum. Box 94. Skirt.
I got a sniz. Tomorrow, I'm streaming Monday. By the way, I got to adjust my schedule. Well, we'll see. I'll know more. I'll need to continue the trend of taking 3 days off per week. I don't know if Monday is going to be the best day to do it going forward, but I will stream Monday, which is tomorrow. I will stream Monday. So be excited for that. I played worse games. Very true. Jeb, don't pretend like you didn't enjoy story time. Okay? The Netherlands, basically spooky. The Dutch. Pigface, which one? The combat demo? Worst games, name one. What's the worst game I've ever played on stream? Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Elden Ring, the DLC was pretty lame, but still. The Mass Effect trilogy. No. that's not it. What scariest thing in Netherlands was? Scariest thing? Probably the gorilla being 5 foot, like a 5 foot jump from me. And also the seemingly non-existent rules of traffic. And bikes and motorcycles that drive on the sidewalks. Mopeds specifically. Your icons are old. These, the chat boys, yeah, I can refresh them. I'll refresh them tomorrow. Remind me to do so. Update them in the meantime if you'd like. Oh, very good, Mike. If I post that in the game suggestions, so I remember to look at it and see if it's worth. But tomorrow, Monday, will stream probably gonna play Silent Hill. Yeah, I've been really looking forward to playing Silent Hill 2. I've heard good things about the remake, which is surprising from Bloober Team. But I think it'll be good. Silent Hill's not even scary, Frosty Toot. You'll be fine. Foosball tonight. Frosty, I'm jet lagged. I know. You've never experienced this before. Stutter Hill. I did hear something about a stutter, but we'll see what we get. I am going to play on PC, so.
Become erect.
Ooh, they updated the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. They did some upscaling. Cappuccino, where have you been? Cappuccino, do you think Bish? Cap, should I add the quote or nah? I'm kind of leaning towards I don't think I should add it right now. Also, boom. We haven't seen any Necopara. They might be banned.
Fuck off. I said fuck off.
Ah!
It's not going well.
Ah!
Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Stop!
Here comes the hurricane, bitch. Here comes the hurricane, bitch. Oh! Katrina, Katrina, Katrina. Katrina, Katrina, Katrina. Katrina, Katrina, Katrina. Ah!
Yes. 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 Anyway, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid update. That's kind of cool. Might have to finally check it out. The Master Collection. I am done. What else was I going to say? Cab, welcome back from your vacay. Hope you enjoyed. Gobble goops. You can't say that. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. See you guys Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Monday. Silent Hill 2. It's going to be fun. Been looking forward to it for a while. Thank you for a lot of subs today, a lot of resubs, a lot of gifted subs, a lot of raids, like 5 raids today. Very generous people. I appreciate that. Thanks. Shout out again. All right, one last time. Because Cap kept you so entertained. That's it. Well, like that.
I'm gonna hit you with everything I got. Here come my big hits. My big kitty cat hits. Big swam.
I'm a big kitty cat.
I'm a big kitty cat.
You can't do that.
You can't do it. You can't block my moves. Can't do that. I'm a big kitty.
I'm a big kitty cat.
Oh, I gotta do the back grab.
Back grab, 1 million damage. 1 million damage.
And you can't escape. Now I'm gonna woe kick you. How dare you? Welcome to my cinematic universe.
Let me go.
No.
No.
Welcome to 1 HP and a dweeb, bitch.
Stop
I
making
got
me
so much
dweeb.
HP,
It's not even that big of a deal. Fuck.
Get fucked, annoyed.
I'm not annoyed. I forgot I had the Kingu emote. Very good. So wooed, Cap. So wooed. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm so fucking tired. I'm so fucking tired. There are so many clips of comedy you'll never get an Ekapara. We got a couple of like blank clips, and I don't know what that was all about. That's a gift. It's up. A late night gift. It's up to Cap and Hazard. Hey, thank you. Natural Dash Jet. Thank you, Cap and Hazard, for getting gifted a sub from another anonymous gift. Very generous. Also, the quote, there's plenty of context behind it. And I didn't say this. Like, I said it out loud, but I read it from a sticker that was in a picture that I shared from Amsterdam, Cap. And the sticker said, hot girls hate Israel. And that's what it said. And I didn't say that. Just to be clear. And I don't think I don't think that I should be listen, look at this. Nekopar is not real. It's banned. I told you. Stop clicking the bunny girl. Stop being degenerate. Here, I'll give you a nice palate cleanser, chat. Oh, gosh. This is great. This is a high-quality stream, guys. You're witnessing history. It's just colors. And now?
The gray. Guys, aliens have been confirmed by the Pentagon. I'm gonna set up some things in here where she saw the gray. I keep hearing someone humming. Who is that? Kind of creeping me
True.
out. It sounds like a young kid. There's also
Aliens confirmed.
It's a little bit noisy, but it's really cool. Susan, lend me this. This hallway.
She can't keep it together.
Oh my God, Epstein! It's all connected, guys. Don't you see?
The kitchen area.
Very true. Okay. Last clip. From me.
I only like my ladies like I like my men.
Men. That's a very old clip. And it's the exact same. Okay, well, that's fine. All right. Now a palate cleanser for that.
Holy shit.
Cap?
Guys, I think I have a type, by the way. Because I went and looked up who this voice actress is. Because I was like, man, she really does sound familiar. You know my wife in Mahjong Soul?
I can't believe this.
You know my profile picture?
What?
The one with the anime girl? The suffering Magukas thing? It's all the same voice actress.
It's all connected. It's too degenerate. Stop jogging.
Is that the girl from Mahjong? You got it, yeah. Purple hair, big booba. Yeah, I mean,
Purple hair.
You know, yeah. May not degenerate. You can't stop me.
Now for a palate cleanser.
Jukyu-yon. Jukyu-yon. No, yeah, Jukyu-yon. Is that right? Is that how you say it?
Echo. How do you say 94 in Japanese?
94 in Japanese is
94 80.
That is incorrect. That is very racist, Amazon. 94. That's not true. And to be clear, my imitation at the end is an imitation of Alexa and nothing more. Also, that clip is like 5 years old now. Okay, we need a palate cleanser from that.
So being the second person here overall to go alone and investigate was absolutely fulfilling. It was definitely on my bucket
fulfilling.
list, you know. Also being the first woman to do it, I feel very empowered. I feel brave. I feel like I did really, really well for myself. And, you know, if anyone ever wants to do that, maybe try it out. As long as you're safe. Just be safe doing it.
She just can't help herself.
Prostitute. She was the first woman to do it. Don't you feel empowered? Oh my God, yes. Girls can ghost hunt too. Yes, queen, slay.
Yes. Okay. All right, just a quick palate cleanser for that, and then we'll head out here. Lucas.
Yeah, go.
We gotta go.
You're the leader. Go.
Okay, I'm going. Come on.
Go.
Come on. All right. Easy dub. I just wanted to be known that Magukas fell in between the two solid platforms. Just to be clear, she missed the jump. Who's winning now? Huh? Bish. All right, last palate cleanser.
All right, I'll just go fuck myself. Then. Y'all motherfuckers have fun fixing the ship then. I'm gonna go sit my ass down in my mechanic chair downstairs. You guys have fun.
Notice how the southern come out when she get angry.
Sir, true.
I.
That's in that southern muscle.
I fucking hate you. I hate your ass.
I hate your ass. Another cleanse. All right, last cleanse.
No.
Strong defense.
Can you plead the fifth?
No. I like, my favorite part is how long he takes before he says no, like he's contemplating saying. Cap, wake up. Can't stop, man. You good? Giggle fest out here, man.
I'm trying to think.
You can't stop. Sure, Captain, let me try, for a palate cleanser. Hell divers. That checks out.
Damn, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's pretty cool.
Did the ship fall on
Your
top
bill.
of the factory?
You're goddamn right it did.
Okay, that was pretty sick.
Bill just can't stop with the cinematic moments, dude. He can't stop. Can you explain it in excruciating detail? No. No, he can't. All right, last palate cleanser. There it is. I don't think the Necopara clips work, man. I don't know what it is. I've got a feeling this is what it is. It don't work none. It just don't work none. That ain't no good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to leave now. So, I'm going to head out. Gonna hit the old dusty trail. I don't have adult. There's not a setting for me to turn it on. Unless there's like a specific warning that pops up for Necopara clips, but not that I've seen. When I've clicked on them, I think. Although I was in Europe when I did it, and Europe's got consent for everything. I chose not to consent for anything while in Europe and on the internet. Here you go.
Hang on, how do I do this?
Teach me how to twerk. 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 Teach me how to twerk.
Pop it, okay, now drop it, baby, pop it, baby. What you doing? Keep going, don't stop it, baby. Ooh, look at that white girl wildin'. She up in this thing, cutting up like Miley Cyrus, and she giving up body. But back it up over here, I'ma show you how to drive it. I'm discriminating, I'm just being honest. We all the same color when the light's not shining. Huh? And she shake